In 1981, Reed Nicholson.
Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We'll call this the sunny side of the show.
We may do some to calm down.
We're calm. I have no idea what you're talking about. We're at downtown Blue Ridge, Sycamore Crossing on Friday morning, and it is now time to meet. It's time for North Georgia Senior Living with North Georgia's concierge, Jessi Barton from Cameron Hall in LJ.
Yes.
We'll go with that.
We will go with that. It's
How
been
are
a
you doing?
while.
I miss you.
I've missed you.
Last week I was here. You had to go do something, and we understand. But I've been doing a lot of traveling. It's the first time we've been together for quite some time.
I know.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too. We've missed you around here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. Despite what everybody else might say.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Again, let me get it straight. There's Jessi Barton, and you could at Cameron Hall in LJ, North Georgia Community Relations Director. I call her the Senior Living Concierge. Anything you need to know, you're moving into the area, you need to have that talk, okay? Whatever it may be with Senior Living, Jessi's the person you communicate with. What's going on?
It's actually been busy. I don't know. I guess it's kind of like different seasons. We're in a new season, even though it's 98 degrees on October 3rd yesterday. We're in a new season of life, and so people are starting to change their seasons as well. We're seeing folks that are needing a little more help now, or maybe they're lonely. So we've got a lot of movement happening.
We got a couple minutes here before, and I'm so sorry to say it, before the star shows up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's really cute.
Yes, so we have our pet of the week. But you know what? I think the last time, I want to say it again just briefly, the last time you and I were together a while back, we have talked about when we actually started North Georgia Senior Living here and we talked about scams that seniors go through and how they're preyed upon, just factually preyed upon.
Terribly.
And I shared with you, I didn't realize how in-depth those scams are, because I've been spending a lot of time with my elderly parents because of illness, and they have the home phone. They're still the generation, they got the home phone. They've had it for years, and it's going to be there. Okay?
That's good. I'm married to a phone man, so we like those landlines.
I'm okay, but I'm just saying they're still had this home phone number for 35 years, okay? But what I didn't realize is how bad seniors are going through on a daily basis. So what happens is my parents are not to where they can get to answer the phone, so I keep the phone in my pocket. Rings off the hook. I answer the phone all day long, rings off the hook with scam after scam. We think your credit card's been compromised. Can you give us the last 4 digits of your social security number? I mean, it's all day long, and I did not realize how bad it was. I don't want to eat up your time with that.
No. It is, and I think we're just going to see it continue to get worse because they're successful with it.
Somehow it should be against the law, and I'm not one that sits here and advocates just making law after law. But if we're going to do anything, and it's just on my soapbox, if we're going to do anything at all, the people that raised us, went to work every day, came home, these people here, veterans, our seniors, let's pass and do everything possible to protect them in those years. That's just my opinion.
I agree. And I'm glad you bring that up, because actually on October 16th in Gilmer County, the Gilmer County Family Connection, they do a lot of work with our local teens and local families, but they are trying to look more at our senior population. So on October 16th, they are hosting an information session. I don't have all the details right in front of me, but the consumer protection guide that I brought about a year ago on the show, they're going to have some representatives from that office talking about how to not fall prey to scams. There's going to be information on different resources if you feel like you have been a victim. So that'll be I'll get that information to you and maybe we can post it, but that'll be a good free session. They'll have those protection guides available as well. So and I found out it's interesting. Where do you think most of the scams originate from? Phone scams.
I don't know.
Jamaica.
Really?
They said in one of the recent classes that I took on at-risk adult crimes and those kind of things, they said that we are sending and this may get into a soapbox, and I don't mean it one way or the other, but we have sent so many call center jobs to different countries that we've trained them on telemarketing.
Right. And they don't use it in the right way. Because, I mean, telemarketing's not, you just hear it, it's not the worst thing in the world. There may be things that, you know, are good products, but I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
now, is there any subjects, a couple subjects today that you brought that you want to share with the viewers that you want to talk about?
It's just been interesting talking to families. I've talked to some that I've been talking to for 2 years and not ready, and then boom, a crisis happens. So I just want to encourage you. It's really been front of mind this week to have a plan. Whether you ever think you're going to need it or not, have a plan in place. Communicate that plan with your family, because the family is wanting to make their decisions. They want to help you and do what you want to do, but let them know what's okay if they can't, you know, if you want to stay at home forever. Let them know what's okay if you get to the point that you can't stay at home, because they may try to keep you at home. And I equate it to telling our kids, hey, I'm never going to take you to the emergency room. Well, if you fall and break your arm, I'm going to take you to the emergency room. So,
right, I get it.
So too often we tell our parents we won't take you away from your house. And so then that decision time comes and they do everything possible and wear themselves down. Let them know it's okay to make alternate arrangements. That, yes, you would like this, but if this happens, you understand.
You know, I would think it's best to talk about alternate arrangements for a reason. It's because intentions are one thing.
Right.
Reality is another.
Sure.
So if you walk in and you tell mom and dad, and you're the kids, and you tell mom and dad, don't worry, no matter what happens, you know, we'll take care of you right here at home. Well, now, your intentions are great.
Your intentions are beautiful.
But what you said may not be something that can happen, and that can come on you real quick, and then you're dealing with, you never talked about things.
Right.
And because I'm going to say, I don't want to go too far, but that's happened to us personally in my family, because I will tell you this, speak for myself, is we tend to have eyes that never see our parents as old. And I just say it like that. We tend to have eyes that never see our parents old, because we don't see ourselves aging. I'm not aging.
We're not.
We don't see ourselves aging, so we don't see them in that way. And then all of a sudden you wake up one day and you have two, possibly never thought it would happen, ill parents at the same time, and you have to deal with that. Then you're dealing with, you know what? I have to tell you this, okay? I don't want to get too. I'm going to get personal. I keep saying it, but I'm going to, because I'm going up and I'm helping my mom and dad. And I told my dad, I said, you know what? And I'll share this with you, not to get somewhere. I told my dad, because I'm spending about 10 or 12 days a month with them, because they're going through illness. And I said to my dad, I said, you know, I'm here, whatever you want. I mean, you need bottled water, you need things that I won't go in. I mean, when I come here, whatever you two want. And I said, let me tell you something, Dad. I said, you guys raised us. We had our good days, we had our bad days, we had some things were, you know, not fun to talk about. But you know what? We're never hungry, never went without clothes, never went without shelter. Sure. And it's just what I feel I need to do right now, you know? So we feel that way, but we can't have that talk. We can't go with the talk of, hey, we need to call Jessi and talk about how do we have this. I'm sorry to get on soapbox.
I appreciate you opening up, because I think what you said about we don't see our parents as aging is actually a conversation that my family recently had. My grandparents, you know, are wonderful people, and it's hard being in the industry because you see it, and people that don't necessarily work with seniors don't see it. And so my uncle actually called my mom the other day and said, I didn't anticipate mom and dad getting to that age. You know, not that they anticipated on passing, it's just that they were going to be the young parents forever.
It had an ugly stigma for years of putting mom and dad in a home.
Oh, it did.
It did, but
it's a threat. It's a threat.
The actual question needs to be, are we doing the right thing for mom and dad?
Right.
That needs to be the discussion.
Right.
I know we can go on and on. Is there anything?
Yes.
Is there anything that I got in the way of that you want to talk about?
Oh, I was trying to think if we've got anything coming up. It's kind of quiet right now as far as our events. We're going to participate in the Apple Festival stuff coming
Can't
up.
wait. We got that going on too.
There's a chili challenge in LJ coming up towards the end of October.
And we do know you guys have award-winning
We
chili.
may or may not have an
Yes.
award-winning recipe. So we're excited about that first Harrison Park Friends of Harrison Park Chili Challenge. We're going to have an entry, and so just check out our Facebook site. I put all of our events.
Are you bragging about your chili? We know you won an award at
Fire and Ice.
Fire and Ice. We know
Fire
you
and
won.
Ice.
All right.
Yes, I am bragging on my culinary team because I can't
Yes,
fix
not
chili
your
like
chili.
that.
Not
Yeah.
your chili.
No,
The
I am
culinary
cooking
team.
a little bit, but that is that's another level that they do.
Jessi, I got to go. We got to get to the star. I appreciate it. I really missed you. I'm glad we got a chance to get back
Yes, me
together.
too.
And you know what? I want to say here, North Georgia Senior Living. I have this. My label for her is the Senior Living Concierge of North Georgia, and I don't care. She is Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall in LJ. She can help you with anything as far as Cameron Hall and LJ, moving in, what it takes, medical, finances, everything. She handles all that. But she wants to be available. Tell me where I'm wrong. Anything you want to talk about where senior living is and coming into our area and what's going on, right? You want to be
Absolutely.
available to anybody.
Absolutely.
And it's like, are you doing the right thing for your parents? And I'm going to personally tell you, I understand that struggle, and I understand presenting it to mom and dad and talking about it.
It is. It's a struggle, and you know what's best for your situation, but maybe you just need an ear to talk through.
And that's Jessi Barton, Communication Director at Cameron Hall, LJ. How do they find you?
706-515-4100. But on the 23rd, we're going to be on the train that you hear in the background.
Yes, I hear that. So it is a live show. We have a delivery truck. We have the train going. We are here starting up Small Town America. That's
Absolutely.
our job on Friday morning in Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. When we come back, it's time for the star of the show. You've waited all week. Pet of the week from the
And
Humane
it's
Society of
worth
Blue Ridge.
staying around
Yes.
to look. She is so cute.
Take us a break.